Welcome back, everyone. I'm starting my Week 6 previews and analysis. This video is for the game between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. This will be your Thursday night game, which will take place in Houston. Both teams coming in with a record of 3-2. Certainly a huge game that will impact the landscape of that AFC South division. Thought to be one of the weaker divisions coming into the season. I think the Texans sort of surprising a lot of people here with this 3-2 start. Could have very well had a win last week against the Cowboys, playing them very tough. But, with Houston, you look at their defense, you start with J.J. Watt, and you go from there. It's a defensive unit to me. That is the strength of the team. You have to try to make up for the fact that Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to have those games where he turns the ball over. So to me, the running game on offense and the play of that defense is key. Establishing that early. Not letting the game get out of hand from a defensive perspective where Ryan Fitzpatrick has to bring you back. I think that's big in this game against Andrew Luck. The biggest key to me in this game is going to be Indianapolis does not have a good offensive line to begin with. They're going to be without their two starting guards, and for the second week in a row, they're going to play a rookie at center. I think that's going to be a huge factor in this game. Why? Obviously, you can point to J.J. Watt as why missing, two starters on the interior offensive line, having a rookie center as being a big deal. But let's not forget, this is a short week to prepare. Okay, as Indianapolis goes on the road to Houston. Okay, you have a Houston team, has a bad taste in its mouth from last week. But with that said, this is a team in the Colts that's heavily reliant on Andrew Luck. It'll be no different this week. Can Andrew Luck rise above the fact that he has a makeshift offensive line? Look, he's a guy that can rise above almost any week. The fact that he doesn't really have a good running game and doesn't really have a great offensive line to begin with. So why would this week be any different? I certainly get that notion or why that would be one of the ways people would think this game would play out. To me, the key to this game, I think Houston's much better from a defensive standpoint. I think Houston's much better from a running game standpoint. But what kind of start does Houston get off to? They're manageable down in distances for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Are they able to get Arian Foster involved early? If so, I think their defense can eventually wear down that offensive line of Indianapolis, get to Andrew Luck, and disrupt them enough to make a difference in this game. Houston, look, I thought we saw a couple weeks ago when we saw, the Giants go into Washington in a divisional game on a Thursday night on the road, sort of debunk that whole, well, the road teams had a serious disadvantage on Thursday Night Football. But I do think in this one, with that said, that those two guards being missing, the rookie center playing his second game, I think that's too much for the Colts to overcome on a short week going on the road when their defense isn't that great. If the Colts had a really good defense, I may be singing a different tune. But I think Indianapolis is a better team than Houston. But in this game in particular, given all that I've said, I like Houston plus the 2.5 at home to beat Indianapolis. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. Be sure to check out my other previews. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.